Today we're going to talk about, I received a bulletin recently and it talked about how the VA was going to handle termite and moisture inspections. And in the past, you know, the VA never allowed the veteran to pay for the termite and moisture inspection, and they never allowed the veteran to pay for any of the repairs. However, that recently changed. Hello, this is David Zai with the Zai Mortgage team, mortgage broker with Nexa Mortgage. What is a wood-destroying insect or a subterranean bug, right? Think about this. When we think of termites, what are we thinking? We're thinking, well, it's gotta be in a wet place, and it's gotta be something that eats wood, right? However, guess what? There are termites in Africa, and that's one of the driest continents in the world, right? If you're buying a house in the 50 states, I don't care where you're buying it, there's got to be a body of water, whether it be a swamp, whether it be a lake, whether it be a river, whether it be an ocean. That's why it's important to get a wood-destroying insect or a termite inspection on your purchase. It is required for VAs. It's not required for FHA loans. It's not required for conventional loans. So when you're going through the home buying process, a lot of times you're going to be talking to your realtor, you're going to be talking to your mortgage broker or your loan officer, and they're going to say, hey, you don't need one. Why write it in there? Or we know of the problem, or whatever it may be. I mean, it's good for your protection. Like a guy like me, I kind of know when I see termites, like where they are, and I know enough about houses because, you know, like I mentioned in previous videos, I'm an investor. Whenever I go and get a house, you know, I'm changing out cabinets, I'm changing out roofs, I'm changing out windows and all these things. And the contractor is gonna call me every once in a while. And, you know, when I first became an investor, it used to be like, oh my gosh, there's termites, what am I gonna do? Termites love to go to a certain area and then they like kind of grow from that area. So I kind of got to learn what the ins and outs of are termites, but you should also research it yourself so that you understand whether you're willing to take the risk on having termites or not having an inspection or not having a termite bond or a policy that's going to cover you in the future. And we'll kind of talk about like what to look for in these termite bonds to make sure that you are covered in the future. Number one, get a termite inspection from a reputable company. The reason I say a reputable company is there's a lot of mom and pop shops. And there's also a lot of people that like, you know, claim to do termite treatments, but they really don't. And I can give you a personal story of mine. I'm gonna tell you about that. So a couple years ago, my mother purchased a house to be closer to my sister and I. When she purchased the house, we were using this termite and moisture company that, you know, a friend of mine advised me to use. And however, you know, I've had termite and moisture treatments done at my houses in the past, and I know how long it takes when you're using a reputable company. I'm the type of guy that always researches everything so I can give you guys the knowledge, right? My mom called me, she says, hey, the termite company's here. 2 hours later, they're gone. And I'm like, that doesn't sound normal because you're on a crawl space and you have a cinder block foundation. So what termites do is they go in between the cinder blocks in the middle, the holes in the cinder block, and they go up and they work their way up. And that's how they start destroying your house. I asked her before they left to take a picture of the tank that they have and how many times they refill it and all this other stuff. And she said, no, David, two guys lifted it off the truck and went down there and did their thing and they were done. So I called the USDA and they said, no, that is not how it works. The way it works is that you have to have a certain quantity per square footage. It has to be trenched around and there has to be holes drilled into the foundation and injected with termite treatment foam. We finally, you know, disputed all this and we got our money back. However, during the process, we had my normal company go out there, fully trust them. Shout out to Tommy Gretzky and his group over at Hampton Roads Termite and Moisture. And they went out there and they did the right thing. It took the guy a day and a half to finish the termite treatment. And that's why it's important for you to have that termite inspection and that treatment from a reputable company is that they will go out there, they will inspect it, they will do it right. And you want to keep that bond because if they treated it, then they're going to guarantee their work. In that bond paperwork, you got to read all the fine print, like what's covered and what's not covered, right? You know, I had a company recently on a house that I purchased down in Florida. You know, Tommy wasn't down there. You know, I had to talk to Tommy about it. You know, I was like, you know, how could they just go down there and spray with all this? Trench around in such a short period of time, but we did find termites on the second story, and how are they going to treat that? I had to notify the guy of where they were. Down in Florida, there are flying termites and things like that I wasn't even aware of, so constantly learning so that I can pass this along. But it's super important that even that if you don't need it and it's optional, you can get it. And like I said, termites, carpenter ants, carpenter beetles, different like wood destroying insects can destroy your house. and definitely get to know it and watch more YouTube videos like this so that you can get the knowledge. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, like the video, hit the notification bell, and comment below if you like these videos that I'm doing. And my name is David Zai with the Zai Mortgage Team. I'll talk to you later, and my phone number is 757-478-8493. Thank you. Bye.